Hello everyone, my name is SolarFuryStrike, and today we are back with another awesome episode of Clash Royale. The last video got some pretty decent support, and I thank you guys greatly for that. And we also hit our first 10 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing. I thank you guys so much for that. So in today's episode, we're going to be progressing into the next arena, which is Bone Pit, of course. I need 400 trophies for that. I'm at 360. From the last episode, I did a lot of grinding. I managed to get some pretty cool cards, and I'll show you that right now. So I created this new deck. I managed to get the Witch and the Prince, both of which are absolutely amazing cards. I managed to do some pretty cool upgrades too, like upgrade my minions and goblins to level 4. I got the Goblin Hut. I don't know if I showed that in the last episode, but I got the Goblin Hut. I can upgrade my mini P.E.K.K.A, Spear Goblins, and Knight if I want to. But for now, we're not going to do that. We're just going to hop straight into the battle. And we are going to see if we can get into Bone Pit by the end of this episode. We should be able to, but I don't see why not. This episode may be a bit shorter, maybe only like 5 to 7 minutes. I don't really know how it's going to go, depending on the number of battles we have to do to get in the Bone Pit. But by the end of this episode, we will be in Bone Pit. So let's go ahead and see what this guy's going to do. He's going to do a Prince, which is almost an easy counter to that. Same with the Hunter. Pretty good defensive counter right there. Hunter will do splash damage to those Spear Goblins as well, which is very, very nice. Hunter v Hunter right here, with the backup of a Witch. Easily take him out. And we're going to go with a Prince up here, and you guys will see right here why the Prince is so good. If you didn't play that mini P.E.K.K.A. Come on, Prince, get your charge up. There we go. Did you see how much damage? Look, that tower got absolutely melted by this combo. I think we already just won, guys. I mean, this deck is absolutely amazing. It has gotten me so many wins in a row. We almost get the 3 crown right there. If the baby dragon wasn't there, we definitely would have gotten the 3 crown. I'm going to let that baby dragon run. It's not going to hurt me that much. I don't know. Guess we'll drop goblins to counter the Spear Goblins. He kind of has like a pretty weird goblin-oriented deck. I've never really seen anything like this so far in this series. There's not much we can really do. We're going to drop a giant right here to take some damage for the Prince, while the Witch goes ham on it along with the tower. And that's an easy counter for the Prince. And soon enough, we'll get a Prince of our own going down the lane. Or, I think a Hunter is a smarter play to work. Because, yep, I knew he was going to place his Witch there. So that will take out the Witch and the Spear Goblins. And his Goblin Hut is almost dead. So, I think we'll do a Baby Dragon now, actually. Splash damage is pretty important in this game. And that's a GG already. Got the 3 crown. Pretty easy. Right when double elixir hits, we get the 3 crown. So we didn't even need double elixir to get a 3 crown. That's how good we are, guys. So we got 30 trophies from that, which means we only need 10 more trophies to get into the next arena. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm not going to change decks because this deck has been working wonders for me. I really don't need to change it. Alright, so technically we're kind of already in Bone Pit. But if we win this game, it's guaranteed that we will be in there. So we're going to do a Prince, actually, to counter this mini P.E.K.K.A. I didn't really have anything else in cycle to work with, so that's what we're going to have to do. So we're going to get a Hunter and the Prince here to counter this Giant, which will absolutely melt him. We'll get a Baby Dragon up here for support, take out that Musketeer. The Prince will actually take it out with ease, and then he will charge up and get on that tower, and place the Skeleton Army right in front of him. Oh, I hate when that happens. That's the one counter to a Prince this early on in the game, a Skeleton Army. And I didn't really have a what do you call it, arrows in cycle. Well, I did, but I didn't have enough elixir, so I couldn't really do anything about that. We're gonna let the minions go there. Might be able to do some damage to the tower. I don't think they'll be able to take it out though. Did do some decent work though. Good job, minions. I appreciate it. So we're gonna go Giant Witch combo here. I don't know why he just uses Fireball, because he could have used it so much right now on the Giant Witch. And they are absolutely going to melt. Alright, to counter this Prince right here, we're going to go Goblins. And then hopefully that'll give us enough time to get our Hunter up in the cycle. And that will be an easy counter right there. Prince will do a bit of damage, but nothing that we can't handle with our Hunter. So we have 817 health. And look at the Giant and the Witch going absolutely to town on that other tower. And that gives us the 3 crown, and it puts us in the next arena at Bone Pit. So we are officially in Bone Pit, guys. The arena actually looks pretty cool. And so It's official now, so I will give a brief overview of the cards before the episode ends. So first we have the Bomber. He's basically a skeleton that can throw bombs, only 311 hit points, but he does some pretty good splash damage if you put a tank in front of him. Like a Giant and Bomber, it'll do wonders for you, kind of like Giant and Witch. Next up, we have the Skeletons. Skeletons are a pretty good distraction card, I think. Like a long time ago, before an update, there used to be 4 skeletons, but now there's only 3. They're just pretty much a good distraction. They're the exact same skeletons that a witch will spawn. Then we have the Tombstone. This will come in handy a lot later on, especially. But for now, the Tombstone, it's kind of an obsolete item, unless you just want to like stop a charge for a prince. But it basically spawns skeletons every 3 seconds, and it has a lifetime of 40 seconds, as you can see. Then we have one of my favorite cards in the game, the Valkyrie. It has 1,654 hit points, which is pretty decent. It's not quite as good as a Giant, but it still is a pretty good tank. And if you've played Clash of Clans, you know how good the Valkyrie is. It swings its axe around doing splash damage, and it will take out a skeleton army or any other sort of like spear goblins or goblins or anything like that with ease. Then we have really the second tank besides the Giant we've been introduced to in the game, which is the Giant Skeleton. It costs 6 elixir, 1 more than a Giant, 2,793 hit points, and the special thing about this is it carries a giant bomb on its back. The skeleton itself doesn't do much damage, but when the skeleton dies, it drops a bomb. And when the bomb explodes, it almost does 1,000 damage to anything that's around it. So if you get that bomb right next to a tower, it will do 1,000 damage, which is absolutely incredible. And then the last card we have, again, one of my favorite cards in the game, is the Balloon. Again, Clash of Clans, if you've ever used the Balloon, you know how good it is. It is an absolutely phenomenal card. It doesn't have as much health as, a lot of people would hope for. 1,396, it's pretty decent, but it can be easily shot down by a baby dragon and minions. So you want to have a tank up there to tank some damage for it. But when the Balloon does get to a tower, because it targets buildings, it does incredible damage. 800 damage is standard, and it also does some death damage like the Giant Skeleton. It drops a bomb, but it doesn't do nearly as much. So that's really it for Bone Pit, guys. We're here. We made it. And we have 420 trophies. Okay, that's just an extra Easter egg, guys. That's absolutely great. And we have a special offer available in the shop. We could have got a value pack for 99 cents, but I don't really feel like spending any money. We could get the Skeleton Army if we get enough gold, which I think we will. If we open this crown chest right here, we should have enough gold to get our Skeleton Army. If the internet will work. Oh, jeez. You know what? I'll come back when the internet actually works so we can see what we get inside of this crown chest. Well, I didn't have to cut, actually. Here we go. Alright, so we got gold. We got 3 gems. Always good to get more gems. You never have too many gems. We unlocked the skeletons. We got 1. We got more minions, which is always nice. We got more arrows. Never complain. And we got 3 more Hog Riders, actually, which is really nice. We can upgrade our Hog Riders to, what is it, level 5. Alright, level 5 increases the damage by 16 and hit points by 88, which is nice. And so what we can do, we can go over here and we can actually buy the Skeleton Army from the shop. And this right here, a Skeleton Army, is a really good counter to the Prince. It spawns 15 skeletons, which is actually really nice. So I think we're not going to use it in this deck. I don't really see a place for it here. But in this deck, I think we can definitely... actually, yeah, we'll replace the Hunter for the Skeleton Army. I might regret that later on, but for now, I think it's good. Here's the skeletons, basically what I showed you already. And so that is going to be it for this episode, guys. More of an informational episode, not so much of actually battling. But I guarantee in the next episode there will be a lot of combat, because we will be pushing into the next arena, which is Barbarian Bowl. Guys, we're trying to go through this as quick as we can, so we got to get to 800 trophies in the quickest time possible. If you guys did end up enjoying this video, be sure to leave a like. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you are new here, make sure to subscribe for future content like this, and if you love Clash Royale. And this is SolarFuryStrike signing off. Peace out, guys. I'll see you later.